Well, the sunshine this afternoon was fantastic, and the wind for most of us was really on the lighter side, so it actually felt like all of those 45 degrees. Tonight, though, we're going to see the clouds move back in, and I think more so than just clouds, we're actually going to get a little bit of enhanced moisture, so perhaps a little bit of thicker fog or even some patchy drizzle. For most of us, this should stay all liquid, but north and east of Grand Rapids, we could have a brief period, even if it's just an hour or two, of perhaps a little bit of freezing drizzle. Then tomorrow afternoon, yes, it's mild, but wow, is it going to turn windy and then sharply colder behind a pair of cold fronts for Monday. So here's what it looks like right now on the radar. We've got a couple of storm systems here, one to our south. This one has a lot of moisture with it. In fact, it was just recently there were some flash flood warnings posted near Nashville, Tennessee. Storm system back to our northwest, producing some snow over parts of South Dakota and Minnesota. That one stays to our north. Now, the northern fringes of the cloud deck already pushing up toward Interstate 94 with that storm system moving through the Ohio Valley. And right here in between those systems, I think we build just enough moisture that we can see a little bit of that drizzle. So temperatures right now are quite interesting. From Grand Rapids off to the southwest, we are above the freezing mark. Muskegon to Fremont, Big Rapids, locations along, say, 127 north of Lansing have now dropped below the freezing mark. And it's going to be in those locations that I think if we get that moisture in here soon enough, perhaps we could see a little bit of freezing drizzle. Closer view again across Berrien, Van Buren, Cass, St. Joseph counties, as well as Kalamazoo and Calhoun County. Most locations are above the freezing mark. We're at 38 degrees right now in Granville. Hudsonville's at 33. West Olive's now dropped to 31. And here's where we have some of those more widespread temperatures that are below the freezing mark. And it will be the timing of that precipitation if our temperatures haven't recovered enough just yet. You see the overnight lows generally from Grand Rapids back to the southwest at or above the freezing mark. So here's the future track. We put this into motion for you after midnight. The cloud deck again already toward Interstate 94. I think this might be just a little bit slow, so paint that moisture a little farther north by the time we get to, say, early tomorrow morning, just prior to daybreak. And you'll see a couple of those colors of pink there flashing on the screen, indicating some of those spots that may see that brief period of a wintry mix or a little bit of freezing drizzle. I don't expect a lot in the way of total rainfall here. I know this map looks relatively green, but I think what we're going to see is just that off and on drizzle with the low cloud deck. So definitely more clouds in place tomorrow than what we had today. And that wind does kick up. This is the Futurecast winds for 5 o'clock tomorrow. That wind will turn around to the southwest out ahead of that cold front. And as it swings through here, I think we could see some of those winds gusting to around 30 miles per hour at times. And then by the time we make it into Monday, we're going to see those winds actually start to turn around and go to the northwest, which will usher in some cooler air. Tomorrow, tough call on the temperatures here. I think we've got a chance at 50 in Grand Rapids. It is more likely the farther you go to the southeast and, of course, along the lakeshore with that wind coming off the water, we are going to stay in just the 40s. Extended forecast here. Look at Monday. Folks, it's cold, it is windy, and there's going to be some scattered snow showers. It will not feel like 35 degrees. Wind chills are in the 20s. High pressure overhead on Sunday with some sunshine, and then warmer for the middle of the week.
All right, thank you, Laura. The pandemic